Oh, so I'm probably going to be pretty underwhelming sounding, but yeah, so I feel like I've just like completely forgotten about this YouTube thing, so yeah, I haven't uploaded in a while, but yeah, I'm not well at the moment, by the way, guys, so that would be why I am talking at a very depressing tone. I'm really tired. I may as well do some sort of challenge thing. I mean, there is only like 3 days left of the season, so I should probably do something interesting for the end. I mean, there is going to be a live event. To definitely be recording or streaming that. Probably recording. I might stream it though. I am considering that because I want to do a final like live stream of the season. Oh, here's that. Got a viewer. Hello, viewer. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do like a little live stream on the last day, but I don't know. Yeah, I may as well just stream the event then. But whenever I do a last stream on this, like end of the season, it always like ends up crashing or something, or I end up stopping, or for some reason I have to keep doing it over and over again. So it's like 4 streams in one day usually, but. Who knows? Maybe this time it will go to plan. Probably won't. But yeah. Oh yeah, Rip Corny Complex, by the way, getting destroyed in season 8. I miss this place. I don't know what to talk about. I guess I could just talk about like end of season and stuff. So like, you know that like Corny is going to get abducted in the live event. And it's going to be like bombs underneath the Corny Complex. It's going to like blow up the mothership. But yeah, I can't be bothered to discuss like the end of season event. I kind of don't want to spoil it for myself. I just want to see how it plays out. Even though I kind of already have an idea of what's going to happen. Yeah, I definitely will like do a live stream on the last day, because like I always do that. Like from now, I'm going to do that every season since season 5, anyway. Okay. Also, I'm not going to pressure anyone to comment in chat, but I would like to know who you are. So just say something in chat. And I'm not going to make you do it, but I'd just like to know who it is. It might be Nathan, because he might have a stream open, but I have it mute. Dead. I am kind of looking forward to these IO guards getting removed, to be honest, because like they have just mega aimbot. It's not really the IO guards, it's Dr. Stone really. I think the IO guards have more aimbot like throughout the season. Like towards the end, they've been getting a little bit worse, but Dr. Stone's been getting like a lot better. Sorry, you're gonna hear me coughing quite a bit today. Sorry about that. Right, yeah, see, Dr. Stone is just gonna... I have more trouble fighting players than I do Dr. Stone. Oh, but this time it's gonna go perfectly. She tagged me once. Okay, it's kind of laughable. But most of the time she absolutely just obliterates me. And that isn't because I'm bad, even I am. She has aimbot, like aimbot times a million. Of course, he had to hit me once. Oh, actually. Right, chasing this guy. I don't know if that's the same viewer as just come back, but whoever it is, hello. I don't know where that guy went. I must say, I'm actually quite a big fan of the anti-grav and the ducted corner. I guess like a good thing about the new corner is that whenever you go in the IO base now, Dr. Stone's not there, she's outside. So that means that you aren't like fighting her in a really cramped environment. But that also, I guess, means that you don't have any cover. So it's kind of like a hit and miss kind of thing. I actually really like the new corner, but like, I still prefer the old corner. Like, old corner's better. But I do like every version of corner, even though there's only like 2 versions. Like both of those versions are like 2 of my favourite POIs ever. Like corner is my maybe 2nd favourite POI. Because I drop there too much. I don't drop there. I don't drop anywhere else. It's just very depressing. Okay, wait, so events on Sunday, isn't it? So end of season's on Sunday. I could probably stream the entire day if I am that devoted. Also, we're going to be watching the event with Pablo. Maybe someone else. I don't know. Probably, hopefully. I would hope so, because that would be nice. But then again, like, I don't really mind. But as long as I get to see it with someone. Preferably Pablo. But, yeah, you all know who Pablo is. Event's at 9 for me. So, if I'm starting streaming at bloody 7 o'clock in the morning, right when I wake up, like, that would be the entire day. Like, that's dedication. I might not do that, I probably won't, but I might. I'm not sure. I probably won't. Because that's just too much. But, that would just mean that I have no life. But, but who knows? I might do that just because I never do that. It would be kind of like cool just to do it. Okay. I'd like to know, do you feel like the tackle or the pump? I feel the pump. But I'd say I'd take a grey pump over a grey tack, but I'd take a green tack over a grey pump. And, you know, you get the continuous change. If I see like a blue pump but I have a blue tack, I'll take the blue pump. But I like the tack as well. I like both guns. For the pump though. Also, this is the first proper live event since Season 4. And I guess you can count the Rift Tour, because that was a live event, but it was a concert, so I don't really count it as a proper live event. And then you could also count, like, the Zero Crisis finale, but that's not a live event, it was an event, it wasn't a live event. There is a difference, and of course, there had to be a trespasser here. I must say, I'm not that... I don't hate these guys that much. I don't mind them as much as I do the IO guards, but the IO guards just have more, like, intense aim, I'd say. Because the IO guards have just ridiculous aim. Well, I'd say Dr. Sloan is the real concern. Even Zig, like, he's got quite a intense, like, level of aim, let's just say. But yeah, I think the AIs, like, lately have just been really broken, like, ridiculously overpowered. And I do learn Corny Complex all the time, so I know. Also, I can tell my voice sounds a bit off. My nose and stuff's all blocked, and I've got phlegm, I've got a cough and sore throat, you know. Oh. Alright, I have to take that big pot, because, like, if I see a big pot and I'm on, like, you know, 92, I have to drink it. It's just going to trigger my OCD. Well, if I'm 99, then I can't have it. Like, that's just not acceptable. Also, apparently the IO guards. Yeah, the IO guards don't split. Is Rick still there? Okay, he is. What's this guy? What's this guy doing? Sorry, mate. What was that guy doing? Is he AFK or something? Probably was. Right, I think one of my challenges is to buy a Rift, so do that. Yeah, it is. Right. We'll use it to get to zone as well. We'll go back to Corny Complex. I love Corny Complex, by the way, if you can already tell, which you probably could. Like, favourite POI is Agency, nothing's going to change that, unless in Season 8 brings some magical POI that's just somehow better than Agency. I don't see how any POI could even do that, even Corny, which is my second favourite POI. I'd say, like, Shark, Grotto, well, this Season 2 POIs, like, they're just my favourites, because they're just so fun, like, and the Mythics as well, just, like, I really like the Mythics. I think they're great. Like, they're some of my favourite features ever. Like the Henchmen. The only problem with Henchmen I have is their aim. Like, their aim is too good. Fuck off. No, their aim is way too good. It needs a nerf. But if they get a nerf, this guy can stop doing that. If they get a nerf, then like, best feature ever, I'd say. It just livens up the POIs, and I like that kind of feel, like, and the theme of Season 2, like, Season 2 is best season, for me, without a doubt, like, by a mile. I'd say Season 2 is my favourite, and Season 4, Chapter 2, then, and maybe this season. Yeah, this season's been really good, I really like this season. And I will miss it quite a lot, mainly because of Corny, but I will really miss this season. Like, this season brought back Henchmen POIs, and I love that. Even if they were a bit ridiculously overpowered, but... What percentage are we through the season? I'm curious. %97%. 97%, alright, and then, I don't know, from there, like, I think maybe Season 5 from Chapter 1, maybe that was definitely my favourite season from Chapter 1, Season 5. I think the battle pass was really like the standout thing of Chapter 1, Season 5. The meta was like, I didn't mind it because I really like overpowered things, like the drum gun. I love the drum gun, my favourite gun ever. Just because of, Midas' drum gun, because, I don't know, Midas' drum gun felt like a drum gun but better, like the OG drum gun but better, because it killed in the exact, it still only took like 4 and 8 shots to kill, so it was basically the same amount of damage as the original drum gun. Even in blue, really, it will kill the exact same. It will only kill quicker because it has a faster fire rate. And I don't really think the decreased range and magazine size matters. I think it's the damage and the fire rate on my drum gun is just unfair. Like that was my favourite gun, simply on the fact that I love overpowered guns. Like I didn't like the Infinity Blade. That was the only thing that I didn't like, but. Things like that, Brutus's minigun, I absolutely loved that, even though it kind of broke the game. Sky's Scar and the Grappler, I thought the Scar was better than the Grappler just because it was ridiculous, like, it's overpowered. Like, you can't kill things with a Grappler when you can with a Scar. Dead. If I get a win on the last day, I'll be really happy because I remember doing that on Season 5, and that was a great feeling. Like that was a beautiful feeling. Like it was my last game of the season. Like last game of the season, getting a win. That's beautiful. That's a really good feeling. And I think I played well in that game as well. Like I did alright. I recall. I mean, I got a few kills. I remember the Dove was like, I think like the Dove was a major player in that. I love the Dove. I really miss it. I would really like to see it come back. Even though I feel like the Hyper and Exotics has really died down. I mean, the Pulse Rifle one, I haven't used that once. Even though apparently it's pretty good, I just can't be bothered to go all the way to Coral to get it. And I feel like it should be sold by an IO person rather than an alien, because it is an IO weapon, and not an alien weapon, so it doesn't make any logical sense. But I like the Pulse Rifle. It's basically the Stark Rifle, but a little bit worse, so it's just basically the second gun. The purple one is basically the Stark Rifle, right? Oh, I've got a view again. Hi. Why do I have the suspicion that Matthew's spying on me? I don't know. Okay. Alright, I don't know what to do. Let's just launch pad and look for some other players. I'm gonna go to Risky actually. I don't want Risky touch. Like, I really like Risky. Risky's one of my favourite landmark by a country mile. It should be a named POI. Like I miss when it was a named POI in Season 2, and like back in Chapter 1, it deserves named status. Like it's really good. I don't know why they changed it in Season 3 to like not named, but they did, and it was a bad idea in my opinion. I mean, it doesn't really make much difference. I mean, if they name it, it's going to have more people going there, isn't it? So, like, I guess it's more action, but it's, like, less survival rate. So it's a hit or miss thing again, but still, I wouldn't mind it with more players, because I don't drop here. I never drop here. I used to drop here all the time, but I never drop here anymore, but I always come through it. I remember dropping here a lot in Season 2 and then rotating to, like, Agency. And then I dropped here a lot in Season 3, then rotated Authority. Dropped here a lot in Season 4, rotated Stark Industries. Oh, and I do remember dropping here in Season 5 and then rotating to Deadfire's place, because I really like that place. Oh, hi, Kieran. I've got two viewers. One of them's Kieran, and the other one's an unknown person. Oh, yeah, but I missed that. I missed when Deadfire's place was there. I miss him. I miss them guns. They need to be added back. Actually, no, they got removed. I thought they were still in, but they're not. I think the Shadow Track is still in. Because I've definitely, yeah, that's definitely still in. I've seen that a few times. But I never use it. I never use exotics anymore. I don't know why they kept the marksman six shooter. That's a shit shooter. Because that's pretty much what it is. It's cool, but it's not good. Like, it's okay. Like, if it was accurate, then it would be alright. Because, like, the thing shoots so fast. It shoots too fast. To the point where you can't kill anything with it. Oh yeah, I forgot about bounties. I forgot they existed. No, they were big in Season 5, but not anymore. I remember that. Season 5, bounties was one of the coolest things. I miss bounties being, like, a big thing. Because I still like them, it's just I don't really have much interest in them anymore. Like, they were cool for the time they were introduced, which was Season 5, and no one cared about them anymore. So like, I feel like NPCs have become a little bit more, like, pushed to the side after Season 5. I think, like, in Season 6 they were, like, no, there's not enough. I feel like if there were more NPCs, then it would be, like, better, but it's only, like, 17, so, no, it's, like, 22, yeah, 22. That's way less than Season 5, and way less than Season 6. There were loads of NPCs in Season 6. Honestly, even though, like, NPCs were, like, used more in Season 5, I feel like they were at their best in Season 6, because, like, you still had good exotics, like the Shadow Tracker, the Hot Rock Jewelies, and the Dub, and things like that, and, like, there were more NPCs, so you could find more of them. You couldn't carry as many bars, but, like, still, I liked NPCs. I still do. I think they're a great feature. And I feel like Season 6 is underrated. I think Season 6 is really underrated. It was a good season. A little bit lacking on the story side, but, like, still. Good season. I feel like if there were more, like, mythics, because there was, like, one mythic at the time, because you had the Spire Assassin's Primal Shotgun, which was overpowered. Like, really overpowered. That got vaulted after, like, 2 weeks. And, then you have the Recycler, which was shit, that got moved after a week. And then you had the bow, the mythic bow. I love that thing. I dropped the Spire all the time for that thing, even though Raz was just too much of a nightmare to kill. Like, it was ridiculous. But if you did, I just liked that bow. It wasn't even that overpowered. It was pretty overpowered. I wouldn't say it was overly overpowered. It was pretty overpowered. I don't know if I was as good with it. I really missed the bows. I feel like they could have kept the snipers in and put the bows in at the same time. Like, you could upgrade to a sniper, and then you could upgrade to a bow for the primal weapons. No, but then that defeats the point of mechanical bows, doesn't it? Well, they could have just excluded snipers from the whole crafting thing anyway, couldn't they? And then the bows could be the thing for the crafting. I don't know, I feel like they should have kept snipers, but added bows at the same time, so, like, everyone's happy. Because I know there were some people who probably loved the bows, and then I was definitely one of those people, but I still think it was stupid they got rid of a sniper in the game. Yeah, they should have definitely kept Insiders, but still, like, I loved Season 6, even though, like, a lot of people didn't. I feel like if there was an event, because it kind of was, but then, I don't know if you really count that as a proper event, because it was a bloody, like, start of season event, and really was for Season 5, I'd say. Like, I picture that event as happening in Season 5, like, it happened on the Season 5 map, so... even though it did technically happen in Season 6, it didn't feel like the Season 6 event to me, it felt like Season 5. Because I feel like Season 5 had an okay story, it was like, it's okay. I feel like it wasn't explored in enough detail, though. Because I actually really enjoyed Season 5 for the story. And I must say, Season 5 was okay. It wasn't my favourite season, because honestly, if we're thinking about things, it's probably on the lower side of seasons in Chapter 2, but even then, I'd say the only bad seasons in Chapter 2 was 3 and 1. Like, 1 was just dry, and 3 was even drier. But it was over quickly, so didn't have to cope with it for that long. They could have done Season 3 way better. Like, Season 3 was hyped up so much, and it was such a letdown. So much worse than Chapter 2 Season 2. Like, it was awful compared to that. Even though I still didn't hate Season 3, they could have done it so much better. It was so underwhelming. I feel like there was no story, so it was such a boring season. Because there was no story to follow at all. And there was a Leaked Eye Tower event that was supposed to happen, but didn't. And there should have been an event showing how the Avengers got to the bloody island. Don't understand why there wasn't that. They could have just shown that an event rather than putting it in the fucking cutscene. I feel like that would have been more well received than just going straight into Season 4. We needed to have an end of season event for Season 3. If we did that, then it would have been a good season. But because Season 3 was so lacking. They could have done... Wait, I actually kind of like the POIs. Like, I actually do like the Authority. It's just like... I think the Authority is a really cool POI. It's just what it stands for is I don't like. Because the Agency was so much better than the Authority. Right? No one is denying that. The Authority is worse than the Agency in every way. Like, the Mythic wasn't as good. It didn't look as good in my opinion because the top room ruined it. But if they just made the Agency black instead, it would even look cooler, to be honest. But I still prefer Ghost as a faction, to be honest. Like, Ghost is just a better faction in my opinion, but I prefer the Shadow skins. Like, that's how I feel on the Ghost and Shadow. Well, we still haven't really got a wrap up to the whole Ghost and Shadow thing. But apparently the Ghost and Shadow thing was staged by Midas in order to create the device. But I still think they should have had a much like cooler end to that storyline because we haven't got anything since Season 4. And I guess the Ghost and Shadow henchmen, but I don't know, they don't really factor into the story that much. I love them, they are some of my favourite things in Fortnite, but they didn't really do much. Like, I still love them, and I want to know what happened to them, because they didn't appear in Season 6. They mysteriously came back this season, which I was really like happy about. When I found out they were in Risky, like I got really excited because I go Risk all the time. That's my death wish. Gone. Oh, the boss rifle! Underrated! Like, that is pretty good. I really like the pulse rifle. Like the Stark rifle was better. I'll give it that, but I still really like. I was really excited when this like got added because it's just the Stark rifle. Right? No one disliked that thing. Like that Stark rifle was, I think, universally just well received. Like it was a good gun. It wasn't overpowered, I don't think, because it was not automatic, so you couldn't spam it. I mean, it was in like the not aiming down the sights mode, but like if you're aiming down the sights, it wasn't automatic, whereas the pulse rifle is. Also, I feel like they needed to buff the pulse rifle because it just wasn't as okay. This thing is god tier, but the fact it didn't do more damage for aiming down the sights, whereas the Stark rifle did, I feel like that was a downgrade from the pulse rifle. Like the pulse rifle should have had that from the start, but still, I like the pulse rifle. It's a good gun, it's a really good gun. And just having the Stark rifle back is just so nice because it's a sponsored gun. I don't think it's going to come back in any way, shape, or form, and then this happens. And when it does happen, it's like, wow. Fuck off. How did it know? Wait a minute. I don't understand that. It's complete bollocks. Bollocks. I'm saying it now. I'm in such a bad mood. I'm not in a great state right now. Oh. How have I been streaming for half an hour? That doesn't make any sense. Is anyone online? Just to, you know, brighten the mood, I'm just going to invite some random people and see if they join. They probably won't, but if they do, that'd be nice. It won't be as boring. I'm going to change my skin to... So what was I thinking when I bought the fucking Catwoman skin? Actually, more the Batman skin. I actually kind of prefer the Catwoman skin to the Batman skin. Like, the Batman skin isn't actually that good. I didn't really factor in as much. They were hyping that up too. Epic overhyped things too much. Like that Batman thing was underwhelming. Like it should have done more. Like nothing. I don't remember a single thing that happened in it. It's not bad though. Like the skin isn't terrible. It's just like I'm just gonna like state which skins I think are bad. Like that I have. Like I definitely shouldn't have bought this skin. Neither this skin. Like these two skins are bad. This one's pretty bad. This one's okay. That one's pretty cool. I actually kind of like that skin. Never use it, but it's cool. This one's alright, this one's terrible. This one's pretty meh, this one's... I love this skin, this is a great skin. Probably my favourite female skin. Or one of them, anyway. The bottom half is questionable, to say the least. This style's pretty alright, and I do like Save the World. I think that's why I bought it, but I don't mind paying. Very meh. Batman's cool though. You're alright. That was good for a free skin. Like I must say, this is probably the best free skin we've ever gotten. So I like this skin, even though I think I see it too much. This one's bad. Bad. I mean, I think Pablo likes it, but that doesn't really change anything. I don't like it. Bad. I have this skin? Oh yeah, I do. Wait, this was added in Season 6? I'm pretty sure this was a starter pack skin. So these were both starter pack skins. They were both in Season 6. Huh? Okay, well, that's something Season 6 had going for it. I love this skin. Hate this skin. He's alright. Good Christmas skin. Good Christmas Halloween skin combo. Brilliant skin. Terrible skin. Terrible skin. Blessed skin. Another blessed skin. So good. Like, come on, that has to be top 10 skins. The whole rap stuff can go in the top 10. Like, it's grouped together. It's all god tier. Like, so great. X-Lord. He's alright. Nothing special. Nothing terrible either. TNT is alright. Pretty good, I'd say. She's alright. Oh, I like this. This is alright. Worse than Tilted Technique, but still cool. Pretty good. Pretty bad. Pretty good. Pretty bad. Pretty meh. Pretty bad. I don't hate this skin, to be honest. Like, it's alright. Definitely not the best skin, though. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible. I love Sky. Sky is my second favourite skin in Season 2. Sky is such a good skin. Like, I really like Sky. Like, really good skin. Skull Troopers used to be like probably one of the best skins in the game. Not anymore. It's alright, I guess. This is probably his best version, to be honest. It's kind of sad. But to be honest with you, I don't think that white version looks that bad. But to be honest, I think it's pretty good. I like the skin of the astronaut version, but the other version is terrible. Season 3 Battle Pass was really good, actually. That's one good thing I can say about Season 3. Pretty good. The other version's pretty good. Pretty bad. I don't really like that skin. This is a pretty... Alright, Season 5 Battle Pass was poggers as well, but I think this was the worst skin from Season 5. And even then, it's not that bad. There are... This skin is cooling for something on her shoulders. Like, that's kind of questionable, but other than that, like, I think this is pretty good. Like, this just goes to show you how good the Season 5 Battle Pass was. Rick is overrated. Not bad. Good skin. I don't watch Rick and Morty, so I judge it based on whether I like it or not. That is a good skin. It's not great. It's not god tier. It shouldn't be a tier 100, but still good. Really good. I like the skin. But come on, this has to be one of the best skins from the Season 5 Battle Pass. No, this is a really good skin. I'm not even joking. I actually really like the skin. The mask version's good, but the other version's terrible. Terrible. So iconic. Like, Agent Petey's better, though. I prefer Agent Petey. Only on the fact that he's wearing something. Despite him wearing anything. Still good, though. I love it. And when this came out, this was, like, revolutionary. Loved it. Love that. Love it! This is such a good skin. This is an alright skin. Pretty good. Pretty bad. Really bad, actually. Also really bad. No, this is probably my favourite skin out of Season 5. I love Man Cake. Not even just on the meme, like, status. I genuinely think he looks cool. Like, his outfit, like, I must say, that's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, what have I done? Like, I do like Man Cake. It's a really good skin. I think it's actually a preset of mine. And I love the Butterbun. Butterbun is my favourite landmark, actually. Risky. Butterbun. Butterbun's my second favourite all-time POI. Then Corny. Right. I changed my opinion a little bit. Corny is definitely up there, but it's not Butterbun. And the Butterbun music, probably some of the best music in all of Fortnite. Come on, we can all agree upon that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like Maeve. Don't know why I bought this skin, probably because I like the event, but it's alright. Should have probably bought something else though, but still not bad. Meowth's a good meme skin. Lambro, terrible skin. Lexa's a transformation. Oh, I think I get what that means. Okay, alright. It's pretty good actually. I think Lexa's a good... I mean, to be honest with you, this version is so good, it brings up all the other versions, but the other two versions are terrible, like, to be honest. But this version's really good. This version's really good. Condor's a great skin. Condor is such a good skin. Like, Season 5, man, such good... I think Season 3 and 5 weren't really that great seasons, but they had great battle passes. And I remember being really meh on the Season 5 battle pass when it came out. And I think Season 3, and then I realised that is a god battle pass. Like, they're really good battle passes. Kit, I love it. It's so cute, even as like medicine version. Jules used to be my second favourite skin. Still a really good skin in my opinion. Like, so good. I love Jules. She's a great skin. Like, really good. Huntress terrible. To be honest with you, I thought that it should be an item shop skin. It's not bad. I actually it's one of the best skins out of Season 6 by a mile. It's not that bad. It's alright. Oh, I like that. Ember's pretty cool, and actually this version is really cool. They're both good, but I think this version's better. Beautiful skin, terrible skin, meh skin, good skin. Dr. Siren has to be one of the most impactful skins on the game, right? Like, she is arguably the most important character in the entirety of Fortnite. Purely on her story status, she has to be in the top 5 favourite skins, maybe 4th. Like, she deserves a favourite in my opinion. Like, she is a great skin, and even like she looks cool. Like, this is really cool. But I have to say, I think this is her best combo. Like, I think this genuinely looks the best out of all her styles. Like, she's a really good skin, and even I just put her on by accident. God tier skin in my opinion. I love Dr. Slime. Best skin out of this season should have been the Tier 100 skin, definitely. Terrible skin, good skin. Season 5, he was probably the most relevant character, but nowadays he's may as well not even be an NPC anymore. I don't even like him either. Terrible skin. Terrible skin. I didn't actually get her styles. I didn't really bother that much in Season 1. I remember that. Because I missed out quite a lot of styles in Season 1. I remember wanting the skin for ages, and I finally got it. I was like, yes. But then the next few days, we had like henchmen or something came into the item shop, and I'm like, oh, no, I really want them. Chaos Agent, God tier skin, love it. And as I can say the same for this guy, I think he's even better actually. This is a great PlayStation exclusive skin. Like, this is definitely the best PlayStation exclusive skin. Not just, like, she has a ghost logo on her back. Like, I genuinely think she's like the best PlayStation exclusive skin. Then we've got Clup, who is just a mean skin. Shut up, Dad. Oh. Right, so I better not get decimated by Dr. Sloan. Actually, I'm not even gonna land there. I'm gonna land on, like, Zig. Oh, crap. So apparently if you break this on like a very specific thing, it makes a sound. I like that little Easter egg. Alright. Where shall I learn? Let's learn Pleasant. And actually, Pleasant, Dirty, and Misty are getting removed next season, or they're getting changed. So I'm definitely going to be landing them 3 places a lot. I've been landing Pleasant quite a lot today, actually. So I'm definitely going to be landing Pleasant quite a lot. I'm definitely going to be landing Dirty a lot, and I'm definitely going to be landing Misty a lot, because like those are the 3 POIs that are either going to get changed or removed next season. So just get a rip in the chat for Pleasant and Dirty, please. Honestly, all 3 of those POIs, I love Dirty. Well, I mean, I loved Dirty back in Season 5. I think that was when it was at its best, in Season 5, because it had, like, the 2 NPCs there. You get the Shadow Tracker, you get the P90, and it's a great start. I love Dirty back in that season. It's still okay, it's not a bad POI, it's just, like, it's got the second most chests of any POI in Chapter 2, I think. Oh yeah, we've got Ferraris this season. I might just sit down and do a tier list as well in the background. You're not going to be able to see it, but I'll tell you how I'm ranking everything. After this game I'll do that, because I'm going to do like on POIs, because like POIs are like my favourite thing to rank. And we all know what's going to be at the top of God tier. I really like this. And as for Misty, I think even then was at its best in Season 5 as well, like, because of Condor, and he could just give you upgrades. And Brutus, I forgot about Brutus in Season 5 would give you upgrades of Dirty Docks as well, just to make Dirty Docks even better. So you get the Shadow Tracker, get a fully upgraded loadout, you get a P90, you get the fucking P90, you get... Like, it is a bloody good start. Like, Dirty had to be one of, like, the best POIs in season 5 to land. Like, I mean, sure, it's out of the way, but like, it's still got God loot, even though it doesn't feel like it. It has got God loot, and you get God loot from the NPCs, and you get like the best exotic or one of the best exotics. Right, yeah. Tier list. Again, you're not gonna be able to see it, and I'm not gonna do anything to like remedy that, but I'll just talk about it. Right, okay. Alright, I want to see if I can find one for this season, because if I can't, I'm going to have to do it as of season... Alright, the latest one I can find so far is season 6. Oh, season 7, right, okay. Oh, it's just the POIs from season 7, oh. Okay, well that complicates things. Well, I guess, okay, well, let's just do this then. Alright, let me just add another tier above S tier for God, like, drop. What colour should it be? Let's just make it blue. God, location. Do one for every season I can find. Alright. It's alright, it's pretty good actually. It's pretty good. I like, Believe It. I prefer Sway, and I don't like what it stands for, because I'm on the IO side, if you think about it. Like. But still, I do like Believer's Beach. It's good. And it's just not fun. Catty Corner. I think, like, mainly because what it stood for in season, like, what is it? Season 3. In season 3 it was God Drop. Like, it was God location. I think in season 5 it's like the closest it's been to season 3, but I'd say it's A tier. Actually, no, I'll put it in B tier. Coral Castle, let me just add a tier below F for Coral Castle, because we all know Coral Castle is my least favourite POI in the history of Fortnite. By a mile. Coral Castle is a terrible POI. Corny Complex, God POI, so good. Corny Complex, top 3 favourite POIs of all time. I've already mentioned that. Craggy Cliffs, B. Dirty Docks, A. I don't know what dish that is. I think. Wait, let me see if I can picture it. Alright, that might be. There's only one. No, there's 2 dishes here. There's 2 dishes. Because there's the Stealthy Stronghold one, and there's this one. I can't quite make out. I think it's the one on the mountain near the Aftermath. Because if it is, that is. I go there all the time. That would be an A tier. Holly Hedges. It's Holly Hatchery now, so I'm going to rank it as Holly Hatchery. I don't like that place. I think it's terrible. It looks cool though. Lazy Lake is an S tier. Oh, that's borderline god location. I love Lazy Lake. It's one of my favourite POIs in Chapter 2 and of all time, to be honest. Like, I really like Lazy. Oh, that's really hard. I'll put it in S tier. S tier. Misty Meadows. Good POI. Good POI. B tier. Pleasant Park. That's borderline god location as well, to be honest. That's pretty good. I don't know, that's really hard. I might have to put it in. Oh, I have to put it in S tier. I'll put Retail Row 1 tier below that. Whiskey Reel's god location. Slurpy Swamp is now Sludgy Swamp, so I'm going to judge it on Sludgy Swamp. It's an F tier. It's terrible. Steamy Stacks, that's a B tier. Aftermath is like a D tier. It looks cool, but it's not good. And C tier for the dish at Stealthy, and then Weeping Woods is B tier as well. I think that's fair. Like I think that's fair. Alright. That's for Season 7 POIs anyway, alright. Now for Season 6, because I think Season 6 had a worse POI. I don't know. Okay, right, we've got Sway. Sway, alright, okay. I'm not adding any tiers for this. That's a great POI. That's a really good POI. Coral Castle, as we all know, is the worst POI in the history of Fortnite. Slightly disagree. Pleasant Park, best tier. Holly Hedges, it's okay. Lazy Lake, best tier. I love it. Nice. Spire, I love the Spire. The Spire was really underrated. I love the Spire. That's going in the best tier. Fight me if you disagree. Dirty Docks, I'm going to put that okay for this season, but in Season 5 I'm going to put it at great tier. Steam Stacks, I'd put it in the same tier I had on Season 7. Retail Row, I'm also going to put that in okay. Catty Corner, also in okay. Misty Meadows, all these POIs are going in okay, except for Boney Burbs. That's definitely a bad. I don't like Boney. Boney's terrible. Weeping Woods, no. I don't know, actually, Weeping Woods, no, what am I thinking? Weeping Woods is pretty good. Weeping Woods, actually, I think got better in Season 6, because you had the free purple primal rifle from the Spire Guardians, which was already pretty good, because I like the primal rifle. Primal rifle is one of my favourite rifles. I was like that great too, because you get loads of like thingies as well. And as for Colossal Crops, like I have to put that there as well. And Cranky Fists are okay. Most POIs went okay. We're about Season 5. Alright, okay, what have we got? We've got Pleasant Park. Pleasant Park, that's going S tier. Salty Towers, didn't like it, C tier. Oh, that's borderline D tier. I hated Salty Towers. Stealthy Stronghold, I really liked it. It's going A tier. And Hunter's Haven's S tier. Misty Meadows is... Actually, I'm going to put Misty Meadows at A tier for the time in Season 5. Because that Misty Meadows and Catty Corner, I'll put that there as well. Colossal Coliseum, also A tier. I like that POI. Dirty Docks, that's going A tier. Lazy Lake, that's an S tier. Oh, Sweaty Sand, that's borderline S tier as well. Oh, I'll put it in A tier. Is that Coral Castle? That's going D tier. We'll know this. Retail Row, that's going to go in A tier as well. What's this POI? What's this random ass POI? I don't know what that POI is. Is that Weeping? I think it is. Right, if it is Weeping, it's going in B tier. As for Catty Corner's going in A tier. Catty Corner's definitely going in A tier. For Season 5. Season 5, Catty is pretty good. Holly Hedges is going to B tier. Craggy's going in B tier. Slurpy's going in A tier. And Stevie's going in B tier. Fair enough, I think that's pretty fair. Most POIs are A tier actually. It's pretty good. Season 5 is pretty good POIs. Chapter 2 locations. Got Fortnite locations. Has that got like all the? Has that got agency and stuff on it as well? Like Stark Industry. Okay, I think this might have agency on it. Yeah, it does. Alright, okay, I think. Yeah, this has everything. Alright, I think. Well, it has most things anyway. Right, this is. Oh, I don't know. Is this Anarchy or is it Fatal? No. That's Fatal, right? This is Anarchy. Anarchy is like. Anarchy's D. Okay, these images are pretty small. How can I zoom in? Okay, call me stupid. I don't even know how to zoom in. Alright, let's just do that. Right, 100%. That is Boney. Right, Boney is definitely an eater. Catty Corner. I'm going to judge it based on its... Everything's going to be judged on its latest form, so... Catty Corner's going in C tier, I'd say. Okay, let's change that to A, not A+, because there's no A, but there is an A+ for some reason. And I want to add a god tier. I'm going to add a god tier. God. Let's make it black. Oh, actually, no, that's stupid. I'll just make it grey. Right, okay. Colossal Colosseum's B tier. Colossal Crops also B tier. Coral Castle F-. Craggy Cliffs, that's a C tier, I'd say, right in the middle. Sorry. Dirty Docks, current form is pretty good, I'd say. That's a B tier. Doomsday Main, A tier. That's my favourite POI in Season 4. Stark Industries would have been my favourite POI in Season 4 had it not been so popular. But, you know, I liked Doomsday Main a lot. I loved Doomsday Main. It's a great location. Right, F tier for Dusty Depot. It got a little bit better with the Visitor Warehouse, but not much. To be honest, it was still pretty bad. That's Dusty Divot. Dusty Divot's way better. So I'm going to put that in A. Fatal Fields, that's going in B as well. I like Fatal Fields. Flush Factory. I want to do F tier just for Flush Factory, you know, but I don't think it was as bad as F tier. I'm going to put it in E tier. That's Frenzy Farm. Frenzy Farm is not as good as Fatal, but it's better than Anarchy. I'm going to put that in the middle of the tier in C tier. I actually did like playing in Frenzy Farm, though. It's pretty good. Frosty Flights. I liked that POI. That B tier. Gotham City. Looking back on it, it's pretty cool, like, I must admit, but at the time, I hated it. But looking back on it, being fair, it was good, and I do kind of look back on it more fondly now than I did back in the day, but I'm going to put that in C tier. I think, no, actually, you know what, I'll be more fair, I'll put that in B tier. Like, it's pretty good. Greasy Grove. That's hard, because if we're judging it on Taco Time Greasy Grove, it'll be an F tier, but if we're judging it on, like, original Greasy Grove, it'll be an A tier. So I'm going to meet in the middle and put it in C tier. Happy Hamlet, that's also a C tier. Not as good as Frosty in my opinion, I preferred Frosty. Haunted Hills, that's a D tier. That's Holly Hedges. So, wait, there's Holly Hedges and Holly Hatchery, right? Okay, yeah, we've got everything, I think. Yeah, we've got Holly Hedges and Holly Hatchery. Yeah, we do. Alright, okay. Holly Hedges is worse than Holly Hatchery, even though I don't really like either of them. I'm just going to put that in D tier, and then we'll put Holly Hatchery in C tier. Hunter's Haven, that's an A tier. The Junk Junction is a D tier, and then it's Haunted. I'll put that up. Wait, let me just do some refining. So, Doomsday Main and Dusty Divot. Alright, I'm going to put Dusty Divot in the middle of A tier. Doomsday Main is at the top of A tier at the moment. And, Hunter's Haven is at the bottom of A tier. B tier, I'm going to put Colossal Crops at the top of B tier. Then we'll do Frosty, then we'll do Colossal Colosseum, then I'll do Fatal, and then I'll do Dirty and then Gotham. Right, okay, then for C tier, I'm gonna put Catty at the top. Frenzy Farm second. Greasy Grove then. Actually no, I'm gonna put Greasy Grove above Frenzy Farm. Then Frenzy Farm, then Craggy, and then Happy. I'm gonna put Happy above Craggy. Anarchy is no. Wait a second. So Haunted Hills is at the bottom of that. I'd say Holly Hedges is at the top of D. And then Anarchy's above Junction. Yeah, I think that's good. Right, Lazy Lagoon, beautiful POI, beautiful POI. That's going above Hunter's Haven for me in A tier. Lazy Lake, that's an S tier. It's the first S tier. That's a definite S tier. Lazy Links is overrated. I don't care. Lazy Links is really overrated. I don't like that at all. Like, it's good. Alright, it's okay, but I don't like it, so I'm going to judge it on both factors. So I don't like it as in F tier, but then it's okay as in C tier, so I'll put it at D tier. I'll put it at the top of D tier. Top of D tier, I think that's fair. Loot Lake is an S tier. Lonely Lodge, I kind of liked that POI actually. So I'll just put it at the bottom of B tier. Oh, original Loot Lake is terrible. F minus, like awful. Terrible POI. Right, okay, Lucky Landing. No, I actually remember my first ever place I dropped was Dusty Divot, so I'm actually going to bring that up a bit. I'm going to put that at the top of A tier. Just nostalgic factor. Lucky Landing was one of the first places I ever dropped as well, but I am going to put that at the middle, I'd say just in front of, no, just behind Fatal Fields, in front of Dirty Docks. Actually, no, actually in front of Gotham City. Actually, no, I'm going to put it behind Gotham City. Mega Mall. I actually really liked Mega Mall. So I'm going to put it at the bottom of A tier. I'd say that's fair. Misty Meadows. Another POI that I think was best off in Season 5. Nowadays, I think it's on the same level like Catty Corner and things like that, whereas now NPCs there, it's quite dead, but then like, it's still alright. So I'm going to put that, I'd say it's, no, actually I'm going to say it's better than Catty Corner, like, nowadays. Moisty Mire, I never landed here. I have landed here like a few times, not many times. I never landed here. It was okay, I'd say, like really okay. The prison was better. Like the prison that was in that like whole area as well was better. I'm gonna put that at C tier, at the bottom of C tier, And Moisty Palm's even worse. That's going in F tier. That's terrible. Neo Tilted, didn't mind it. I actually kind of liked it. Not as much as Tilted, but I'm gonna put that in like. I preferred it to Gotham City, and then I preferred Tilted Town to Neo Tilted. So I'm gonna put that in order. And we all know that Tilted Town is going in God Drop. So is Paradise Palms actually. Paradise Palms is going in God tier because it is God tier. That is Pleasant Park, I think. Sorry, it's just like thingies. Yeah, that's Pleasant Park. Pleasant Park, definitely another God tier. Definitely good. And Polar Peak is S tier. And Pressure Plant. Like, alright, wait, I'm not really. Alright, okay, I preferred Paradise Palms to Pleasant Park. I'd say Pressure Plant is better than Polar Peak. Better than Loot Lake, but not as good as Lazy Lake. That is Retail Row. Retail Row was best in Chapter 1. It was still good in Chapter 2. I'm going to put it in A tier. Behind Lazy Lagoon. I prefer Lazy Lagoon. That's Rickety Rick. Rickety Rick's terrible. That's E tier. It's better than Flush Factory and it's better than Boney Burst though, because it's just like a better feel. It had a supply drop, so it had a decent look. Oh, why have we got 2 Salty Springs? Alright, I guess I'll just run Chapter 1 and then Chapter 2. Salty Springs in Chapter 2 is terrible. Chapter 1 Salty was alright. I'll put that. behind Hunter's Haven, in front of Megamore, I'd say. Because I preferred Hunter's Haven. And then Salty Springs Chapter 2 is terrible. Right? It's complete awful. So is Salty Towers. I'm going to put that above Boney Burbs, as I did prefer it to Boney Burbs. But I still didn't like it. But it's E tier, so it's not good. Shifty Shafts. Probably one of the funnest POIs to fight in. So fun. Just because of how fun it is, I might have to put it above Laser Lagoon. Slurpy Swamp. Good POI. S tier. Above Loot Lake. Is that here? No, Snobby Shores. Snobby Shores. Snobby Shores was a okay POI. So I'm gonna put that in C tier. I'm gonna put that in like middle C tier. Below Greasy Grove. Actually, what the hell's Greasy Grove doing in C tier? That needs to go up. I'm gonna put that above Gotham. No, actually, I'm gonna put it behind. No, I'm actually gonna put it above Neo Tilted, which is above Gotham City. I love Greasy Grove. Right, Stark Industries, I got drop. Actually, no, because Doom's Domain's at 8. All right, you know what? I'm gonna have to. Where Doom's Domain was, I'm gonna put Stark Industries. I'm gonna move Doom's Domain up to S tier. Actually, I prefer Doom's Domain to Pleasant Park, so just because of the henchmen. Just because of the henchmen. I love henchmen. What's that? Is that Starry Suburbs? Okay, Starry Suburbs, then it's going to God tier. Stealthy Stronghold, loved it. I think it was like one of the coolest POIs. I preferred Hunter's Haven though, so I'm going to put that above Salty Springs Chapter 1. We're getting closer to the Almighty, but we've just got a few more POIs to go through here. So we've got Steamy Stacks. That is a good POI. I'm going to put it on B tier. Below, yeah, bottom of B tier. Sunny Steps, not Stunny Steps. Sunny Steps, good POI. Meh POI, I'd say D tier actually. Below Lazy Links. Sweaty Sands. That's an S tier. Right, that is definitely an S tier. Behind Pleasant Park. Okay, right, that's an immediate top of God tier. Got the Agency. Right, nothing more needs to be said there. Authority. Good POI. I like the Authority. I'm gonna put that in S tier, like in front of Pressure Plant. Authority was good. Not as good as Agency. Agency is definitely God tier. Like top of God tier, will stay there for the rest of the video. When you stream, it's staying there. Nothing is changing that. Nothing. Like not even Calling Complex. Butterbarn's not on this list. So, yeah. Okay, we've got the block. Love the idea of it. It's such a great idea. Like it's brilliant idea. Just for the idea alone, I'm gonna put it at like S tier. Behind Pressure Plant. Fortilla, preferred it to Authority. Put that ahead. The Grotto, that's a God drop. That's above Doom's Domain for me. And the Rig, I'm gonna put that in A tier. It's not my favourite PI. No thanks. You're an idiot. Love you too. Yeah, what was I doing? Alright, what was the POI? The Rig, wasn't it? Where's the Rig gone? I was gonna put the Rig in, like, A tier. Alright, okay, that's the Rig. Alright, Rig is going in A tier. Like, Rig is going above Megamore, I'd say. We've got the Ruins. I don't know whether to put it ahead of the Authority or behind it, because it was Shadow Midas and everything. I preferred that to the Jewels. I'm going to put it behind, just on the basis that I think it looked cooler, but it didn't have the grappler. And the grappler is the only thing that's saving the authority here, because I would put the ruins ahead of the authority if that wouldn't be them. Okay, so right, okay, let's go for the shark next. That's going definitely at the second best on the god drop here, just behind the agency. The Spire, I'm going to put that at the bottom of god drop as well. I love the Spire. The yacht was cool, and I'm saying just on the cool, I'm going to put it at the bottom of god tier as well. Tilted Towers, that's going above. Paradise Palms, like third best on the god tier. That's a pretty obvious one though. No one is going to put Tilted Towers anywhere else. Tilted Town, that's a close contender though. I might have to put that above Paradise Palms, but just below Tilted Towers. Right, okay, Tomato Temple. I actually didn't mind it. I actually kind of liked it. It was underrated, I say, because it was definitely better than Tomato Town. I am gonna put it in the. To be fair, it was probably D tier, so I'm gonna put it above Haunted Hills. Tomato Town, that's an F minus. Bottom of F minus. Actually, no. Coral Castle should be at the bottom of F minus. Right. I'm gonna put OG Loot Lake at the top of F minus because like realistically that's where it should be. Then Tomato Town and Coral Castle. And the main reason why Coral Castle is getting such a low one is because of how disappointing it was. Okay, we have Weeping Woods. No, I mean Wailing Woods. Wailing Woods. Loved Wailing Woods after it got the 3 in Season 6. Very sad when it got removed. I actually really missed that. And I'm gonna put it above Salty. That's genuine. I'm gonna put that above Salty. Alright, I'm gonna put Weeping higher though. But Weeping is gonna go higher. Like I honestly think so. Like, only a little bit though. Because it had better loot. That's mainly why. 0 point. Well, really, it's like the Season 10 version of Loot Lake. Probably one of the coolest looking POIs ever. Like, the 0 point just makes it look so cool. There is no 0 point landmark from Season 5 and 6 here, because that's in Season 6 part of the Spire. And in Season 5 it had, like, no chests, but... it is like probably one of the coolest POIs ever, except for the fact that it has no loot. But Loot Lake with the 0 point in it was cool, and I'm going to put that just behind Loot Lake after the Butterfly event. I've got the Floating Island version of Loot Lake, that's definitely a god tier. Like Season 6, that was one of the highlights of Season 6. And the Bouncy Loot Lake, I'm going to put that just below that as well in god tier as well. I love that thing. Oh, I got the Season 8 version of Loot Lake. Alright. I'm going to put that below Aftermath of, like, Butterfly event version. Right, what POI is that? I can't make up what that POI is. Risky, right, Chapter 2 Risky. Chapter 2 Risky is a god drop. Like, I'm not saying anything else. It is a god drop. I'm going to put that above Starry Suburbs. Believers, back in Season 7 territory. Believers, I'd say, is a B tier. Like, it's not as good as Sweaty. Where did I put Sweaty? S tier. I'm going to put it just below that, because they're basically identical, except the fact that I think Believers are a little bit worse. Okay, Corny Complex, that's just going to shoot straight up to God tier, in front of the Shark. For me, anyway, because it's not as good as Agency. But, definitely, like... I dropped that too much, but Corny is definitely, like, my second favourite POI, like, name POI. The Holly Hatchery, right, where did I put... Right, I put Holly Hatchery in D tier, didn't I? I'm going to put Holly Hatchery at the bottom of C tier. That's it. I think that's fair. I'm not doing any more of these, because, like, I just got bothered, but I thought that was pretty fun. I genuinely... we could do something else other than locations. What's that? Let's try, like, weapons or something. What own weapons? Right, is this that list that has everything on it? Because I don't think this is. No, because there was a list that had, like, everything. This only has 2 guns. All auto weapons. This hasn't got anything past Season 2. One second, I'm trying to find one. I'm not going to do any more, because, like, once I've done this one, if I can find it, I'm not doing another one. Right, June 8th, 2021. Oh, we could do Fortnite Seasons one, actually. Yeah, let's do that one first. Okay, right, it's just going to load in then. You can load in. Right, okay, they loaded in. Right, okay, we've got Season 1. Season 1, I didn't play. Neither Season 2, neither Season 3, but I did play in Season 4, and Season 4 was an S tier. Season 5 was also an S tier. That was my favourite season in Chapter 1, just go straight to top of S tier. I don't think any Chapter 1 season is going to make it past S tier, to be honest, because, like, you know, I prefer Chapter 2. Personally, that's a very controversial thing I've just said there, but I don't care. I couldn't care less. Season 6 is a beta. It's a good season, but not great. Season 7 is going in beta as well, but below Season 6. Season 8, that's going above Season 6. Season 8 was poggers. Season 9, I actually really liked Season 9. Season 10 was god-awful, worst season. C tier for Chapter 2 Season 1. Season 2 is the best season. Chapter 2 Season 2 is the best season, without a doubt. Season 3 I'm going to put on the same level as Season 1 from Chapter 2. Season 4 is S plus as well. Season 5 I'm going to put that in B tier. Season 6 S tier, and Season 7 S plus. I think that's fair, because that's how I do it, so like, I'd say, yeah, I think that, yeah. Actually, I'm going to bring Season 8 up to A tier. I think that's kind of deserving of that. Alright, let's go for the weapons one then. I've already done this to this. Oh, but there's only 2 guns in it, so... Wait, this one needs to load in properly. There are a lot of guns on this list, I think, up till Season 7. Yes, it is. That's too many. This is mental. Alright, I have to do all of these. Alright. Have we got everything? How many charged shotguns are there in this? Also, can we just get the charged shotgun back for a season? Like, come on. I like that thing. I prefer the pump, but still, I love the charge. Alright, let's start with the Silence SMG. Oh, minus the drum gun and all that still. Alright, we may as well just put minus the drum gun. Let's just make a new tier for all that. Actually, let's just make a new tier for these mythic weapons, like God. And the only weapons that are going in it are like minus the drum gun, skies, thingy, kits, thingy, and brutes. Minigun. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we need to put the Infinity Gauntlet there as well, actually at the top of that, because minus the drum gun wasn't as good as the Infinity Gauntlet, believe it or not. Right, let's just start properly now. So we've got the Scar. The Scar is an A++, definitely. Chitauri rifle. If you put this thing in pubs, it would be a God tier, but in the Avengers thing, it was an A tier. Actually, B tier. Being realistic. And Silence SMG, that's pretty good. Pretty good. A. I'd say A, actually. A. Chitauri energy rifle. C tier in the mode. Probably a God tier in the actual pub. pubs. Same for Captain America's shield, I'd say. I think Captain America's shield pretty good. I'm actually going to put that in A tier. Because they're from a mode, I'm going to judge them based on like their mode. So I'm going to put the Deadpool's hand cannons in F tier, because that is a true fact. Actually, I'm going to bring that down to FF tier. E tier for the First Order rifle. Have we got the Ant-Man sniper? Oh, we do. I remember the Ant-Man sniper rifle. That thing was good. Oh, I missed that. Oh, we've got the pulse rifle. Okay, that's good. I think, yeah, we've got everything. Oh, this is a great list. Alright, okay, Hawkeye's bow, I'm actually going to put an A+. Infinity Blade. Now, this would have to go in God tier, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it in FF tier just because I hated it. Iron Man's for pulses, I'm going to put that in B tier. No, this is the Avengers Endgame ones. This is obviously better than the ones that we had in BR in Season 4. But, in the Avengers Endgame, they were B tier, but if you put them in pubs, they'd be God tier again. Heavy Sniper, A+. C4. C4 is a tier. Actually, A+. I really like C4. TNTina's Boom Bow. That is a bad gun. C tier. SMG, A+. FAMAS, the original FAMAS, I think. Do we have the other version of FAMAS on here? I'm not sure. If we don't, I'm going to rank this based on what it is in the current game, because nowadays it's the lower tier burst. I can't find the new FAMAS. It's fine, no, it's fine. We got the grappler bow on this? I don't think we do. Oh, we mustn't. Oh, no, we do. Alright, we have the grappler bow. Alright, I'm going to judge the FAMAS based on what it is in the game now, because in the game now, the blue one is A tier, the other two are probably C tier, so I'm going to put it in the middle at B tier. TAC, like the gold TAC, A++. The current, like, blue TAC and stuff, that's an A+ as well. I like the TAC. Actually, I'm gonna bring the gold TAC down to the same level as the other TAC, because like they're both really similar. I'm not gonna do them scaling to left to right though this time, because that's just too much of a hassle. And I do have a life. Poison Dart Trap F. Airstrike B. Actually, I'm gonna bring them down because of the amount of chaos they cause in my creative maps. AR. The AR has to be an A tier. Right? No other place for it. Semi-auto C tier. Infantry rifle, like the higher tier infantry rifle. Oh, my throat is killing me. This is a good gun. I really like this gun. This is an A+. P90, really good gun. That's an A++. Boom bow. Boom bow's an A++ as well. Ball rockets FF. Burst SMG, underrated. Love it. A+. No, not A+, A. It's not A+, but it's good. I don't know, the sound it makes when it shoots is good. Batarangs. Batarangs are good. Batarangs are A+. Clingers are A tier. Actually, I'm going to put... Where's grenades? I'm going to put grenades on the same level as clingers, because they're basically the same. Combat shotgun. God tier before Season 4. Now it's kind of B tier, I'd say. Crossbow is E tier. Tactical AR, I like the tactical AR. Tactical AR is good. I'd say A tier. Oh, we even got like Jules drum gun. Wait, do we have Shadow Midas' drum gun? Because if we don't, that's fine. Because we've got Jules drum gun, which is the exact same thing. Stats-wise, they are no different in terms of like stats. We don't have Shadow Midas' drum gun on here. That's fine, because we have Jules drum gun, which is also Shadow Midas' drum gun. Right, double barrel shotgun. That's going in. It used to be A+, but now it's B tier. Drum shotgun. I'm also going to put in B tier, even though it's pretty much really overpowered. Drum gun. Thumb gun is, it used to be the god weapon, like, even though it's not even a mythic, it used to be god weapon. Now I'm going to put it in, I love it, it's my favourite gun in the game. But it's not A+, and it's not A++, so it's going in A. But it is my favourite gun. Dual pistols, that's also an A. And there's the hand cannon. The hand cannon is like, dynamite's definitely a D tier. First in D tier. Meowth's Piao Piao rifle is an A++. Not god tier, but it's A++. The Fiend Hunter bow is actually no. After Fortnite Maze 2020, it's actually better than the shitty bow. But to be honest, I think that's not actually that bad anymore. It used to be terrible. It used to take 3 shots to kill someone at like 100 health, and then 5 shots to kill someone had full health and shield. So it was terrible back then. Now it only takes 2 shots and 4 shots, so it's not terrible. Flashlight pistol. It's a creative only. It's the exact same as the pretty much the exact same as no. It's the exact same as the blue pistol. And the blue pistol will be going in B tier. So B tier. Heavy shotgun. This is my favourite shotgun in the game by a country mile. I am god with it, and it's going in A++. I love the heavy shotgun. Bolt sniper. That's going in A+. I think we can all agree on that. Old burst. I have to put it on the same level as the FAMAS because it's the exact same gun, really. Well, I mean, it used to be. Now the FAMAS is different, but like, because it shoots 2 rounds and does more damage, doesn't it? So I actually no, I prefer the FAMAS now actually. Scoped AR is a B tier. Silenced AR, another gun I really want back. That's an A++. Like, add that gun back. Like, that needs to come. Please replace the AK with the silenced scar. Rocket launcher, that is an A tier. Grenade launcher, I hate the grenade launcher. That's C tier. Guided rockets used to be A++, but now it's like that's B tier. LMG, god weapon. Like, this is going in A++, and it's not changing. Harpoon gun, that's a B tier, because that's 75 damage and you can fish with it, so it's pretty alright. The Keeper's crossbow is on the same level as the normal crossbow. It's the exact same gun. Hunting rifle. Hunting rifle is a good gun. Wait, do we have the higher version of the hunting rifle? We do. Okay, so that means we're going to have to put this one in A tier. Low tier infantry rifle. That's going in A tier as well, because the other one is at A+. Right, pump shotgun. Pump. Shots gun. Arguably, alright, I used to hate this gun. I used to absolutely hate this gun. I love it now. I love the pump now. I'm going to put it in A+. Like, the blue pump nowadays is good. As is junk rifts. Junk rifts are going there as well. Junk rifts are really overpowered. Right, Kingsman. I used this thing all the time back in Season 2, just for a lol. It wasn't that good. It's pretty bad. I mean, it was really fun, so just for the fun factor, I'm going to put it in A tier. But they weren't that good. All the lightsabers are going in A tier. Well, they're actually going in A+ tier, really. That's where they should be going, because they are pretty good. And they were really annoying to fight against. I actually didn't really like them. I didn't like them. Zapatron, just for lols, is going in A++. Really, I should be ranking it as a Save the World thing, really, so that's going in F tier. But if it's BR, it'd be an A++, but for Save the World, it's F tier. I am going to judge it as BR, though, so it's going in A++. The high tier AK is not as good as Meowth's. They're actually really similar now after the AK got buffed. So I don't know if they touched Meowth's one, because they actually do bring it back in some of the thingies. But I'm going to say that's A+, because I used to not like it. Alright, I liked it and I didn't like it, now I like it again. Mythic Goldfish, really that's a god weapon, because it's 200 instantly. Mounted turret used to be god weapon, now it's like A tier, I'd say. The compact SMG is better than the SMG. You want the exact same stats as mine as the drum gun? Go for that. Just get a damage multiplier and it's not that hard. A plus. No, wait, the revolver. Sorry, the revolver. The high tier revolver. I don't. It's gonna sound ridiculous, but I actually prefer the low ones. So I'm actually I'm gonna put them on the same level because they're both pretty much equally as good as each other. We have 3 burst quad launchers and 2 Dragonfruit shotguns. Right, the high tier pistol. High tier pistol is A tier. Actually, no, it's A plus. It's a really good gun. Low tier AK. That's an A tier. After the buff, anyway. Before the buff, it would be a C tier. Proximity. Pablo loves this gun too much because he's bad. He needs this gun to be good. I actually kind of like this gun. I'm going to put it in A tier, A plus tier. I mean, but the havoc it causes in one of my maps is a bit ridiculous. So, yeah. B tier for the proximity mines. Machine pistol, just on the fact that I've used it. I used it the first time it accidentally got added, so I'm going to say that as an A plus, even though it's actually terrible, really, if you think about it. The Spaz is that's borderline god weapon, really. Like, that's a god, it's A plus plus. Because really, the only things that should be in god weapon are like mythics. And the Infinity Gauntlet. Quad launcher. Quad launcher is a A plus. Yeah, that is good. Good. Right, rapid fire SMG used to be shit. Now it's the best SMG in the game. By a mile. Like, this is an A plus plus. Unless you count minus the drum gun, which isn't in the game anymore, but like it would be the best SMG. But rapid fire SMG is the current best SMG. The trap, I'm not good with them. But I know a lot of people are good with them, so I'm going to put them in A tier, A plus tier. Simply on the fact that this thing, not the nostalgia, I have never used this thing. And that's the original SMG, but like, I think it looks pretty cool, so I'm going to put it in B tier. Realistically, it's probably not that great, but like, I'm going to put it there anyway. Tactical SMG used to be the best gun in the game. Now it's pretty bad actually. Shoots the exact same rate as the original drum gun actually. Rusty Can, god weapon. No, I'm joking. It's an FF tier. Scope revolver is also an FF tier. That is terrible. That is so bad. Right, so we have the Chapter 1 pistol and we also have the Chapter 2 pistol. The Chapter 1 pistol is worse. So that's going in C tier. I think, but then I'm going to put the Chapter 2 pistol in A tier. No, B tier. I think that's pretty right. 6 shooters, F tier. Snowball launcher, that is like D tier, I'd say. Stink bombs. Stink bombs are good. I really like them. They're really good for like causing someone to panic, really. Like, just throw like 10 of them in an area. It's pretty much over for him. That's an A plus. Definitely an A plus. Storm Scout Sniper is good. It's not as good as a heavy sniper, but it's definitely good. We've got the Silent Sniper, which is also an A plus, because I think the purple version of it is terrible. But then the gold version of it is really good. It reloads so quickly. Thor's Stormbreaker, again, would destroy people in pubs. But in the Avengers Endgame mode, it would go in A tier. I think that's fair. Alright, we've got Thermal AR. Thermal AR is a C tier. It shoots too slow. The pickaxe. The pickaxe is... It's not good. Like, it is FF tier, but it's just like... I want to put it higher, but I can't. Alright, Zap Trap is E tier. Right, that's E tier. Minigun. Right, Minigun is an A++ tier. Like, that is great. Actually, I can't bother to say A++ anymore. Let's just change that to S tier. Right, okay, that's S tier now. Right, Flintlock Pistol, that's an A+. Automatic Sniper, that is a C. Actually, no, that's a D. That's a terrible gun. Silent Pistol, that is on the same level as... No, actually, let's put that below the gold pistol, but above the blue pistol, I'd say. That's fair. So that's an A tier. Stormflip, I think the Stinks are better. Purely on the fact that they get off quick. Like, you can carry more of them. They both do 5 damage per tick, and the Stink Bomb is instant, whereas the Stormflip takes a few seconds to like get ready. But the one thing the Stormflip has going for it is that if you're in the storm, you can like throw it down in the storm or give you a little area, which I think is underused. But I think the Stinks are better, so I'm gonna put the Stinks higher. Alright, we got the charge shotgun, the loaded charge shotgun. Where did I put the pump? Because wherever the pump is, the charge is going 1 tier below it. The charge is a good gun. The charge is an underrated gun, and I want it back. But I prefer the pump. And I actually did prefer the charge for the longest of times, but now I prefer the pump. Jules Drum Gun is nowhere near as good as Midas's Drum Gun, and wherever I put the Drum Gun, I'm going to put it 1 tier higher. A+ Jules Drum Gun, because it's okay. Not really deserving a mythic status though. That shouldn't drop off a boss. Ocean's Burst, that is a nasty... Right, yeah, do you know what? That's God Weapon. That is a God Weapon. That thing is disgusting. I may as well, like, while we're on the topic of mythics, put in a Primal Shotgun and Spyro Assassin's Primal Shotgun there as well. Because that was disgusting. That was unplayable. You couldn't play against it. Firefly Jars is F tier. Hunting Rifle. Where did I put the original Hunting Rifle? Right. A+ for the gold Hunting Rifle. Flare Gun, I'm also going to put A+. The high tier charge shotguns are going in A+, because that's where I think I put the pump, like the low tier pump. Yeah, I think that's fair. Right, Stark Rifle. There's 2 Stark Rifles, so if there's duplicates and things, I'm just going to leave them out unless they have like another version. Alright, I am going to put the Stark Rifle in an S tier. It is an S tier. Fight me if you disagree. Alright, let's say this is the pre-season 3 burst, because I'm going to put that in A+. But this is the post-season 3 one. I'm going to put that in S tier. I think that's better. Scoped AR is the high tier scoped AR is better than the thermal. Like, it's way better than the thermal. Why don't I put the thermal? C tier, because it's basically the same amount of damage at the same rate of fire. I'm going to put this in A+. I think it looks awesome. It sounds awesome. It's pretty good. Like the legendary scoped AR is pretty good. Alright, Doom's Gauntlet. Alright, we're into Marvel stuff now. Alright, this is going to be fun. Right, A for the Gauntlet. B for the bomb, I'd say. B for bomb. Fire Trap. That's an FF. So I forgot that was even in the game. Alright, Black Panther's Shield. That is a C tier. Iron Man's Repulsor Gauntlets. This is the what you get from Stark Industries. These are good. And remember, I'm comparing these to like what they are in this like respective game mode. So I'm gonna put these above the ones in the end game, purely in the fact that because in the end game they're not as good as these in the pubs. Because these are really good in pubs, and the Unibeam is an S tier. That's borderline God Iron actually. Right, okay, She-Hulk's Fist. That's an underrated one. I'd say that's an A+. Because it's just Wolverine attacks slower and does more damage per hit. Right, well, Storm's like whirlwind. That's terrible. Like, that is awful. That's an eater. That's probably the worst Marvel Mythic in Season 4. Thor's hammer is a beater. It's on the same level as Doom's Bolt, I'd say. And Wolverine's claws is a definite S tier. Like, that's on the same level as Unibeam, I'd say. Alright, we're into Season 5. Amban Sniper Rifle was one of my favourite guns in Season 5, and it still is S tier, without a doubt. Boom Sniper. I hated it on the season launch, but I actually got to like it. It's not that bad, actually. It's fun. It's so fun. It is pretty bad, but it's fun. It's items like that, they're fun. You like them. Alright, we've got the Dragon's Breath Sniper, which is actually good, like really good. This is a really good sniper. Same level as Amban, I'd say. Like, thing is, the Amban shot quicker, I think, and at the thermal, whereas, and at the melee, which was terrible, but it was still another feature. Whereas this shot a little bit slower, I think. They both did around the same amount of damage, but the Dragon's Breath one set things on fire, whereas the Amban had thermal. I prefer the Amban, because I think the fire can be pretty annoying, but still, they're both pretty much the same thing, but with different unique abilities. I loved the lever action rifle when it came out, and I still do kind of like it. I'm going to put that in A tier. Nighthawk is just, where's the scope revolver? I'm going to put that one tier higher, it's not that good. I only take it because it's exotic and it's just nice to have. It's a bad gun though. Terrible. Shadow Dragon. Probably the best exotic, or one of the best, so I'm going to put that in S tier. The Dob, no, actually that is the best exotic. That is without a doubt the best exotic. We all know where that's going. Dragon's Breath Shotgun, liked it when it came out. Nowadays it is an FF tier, like, it's so bad. Hot Rock Dualies, I'm also going to put an S tier, because I just thought they were so fun, and I was pretty good with them. Lever Action Shotgun. That's going below the pump, because it's not as good as the pump. Still good, not as good as the pump. Simple as that. Right, Burst Quad Launcher. For some reason there's 3 of these, but this is pretty good. Like, it only did like 40 damage, but I'm gonna put this one tier below, because it's still good. It looks cooler. But still, it's not that great. It's pretty good. Ceiling Trap, I'm going to put these one tier below the traps. So A tier, I'm going to do the same for all Dynamo. I think we all know why. Right, Makeshift Bow is an E tier, it's so bad. I'll read to like Season 6 weapons now. Even though I may as well do Venom's Grab here now, because like for some reason it's chucked below all these other things. Venom's Grab is A+. It's pretty good. Makeshift Revolver, most of the makeshift weapons are just going to go in C tier, except for the rifle, which is going in E tier. The rifle is so bad. Oh, and I forgot about the bow. The bow's going there as well. The shotgun is definitely a C tier, and as is the SMG. But the SMG, like, really, like, the tactical SMG is the exact same thing nowadays. Like, back in a minute. we're back. Right, time to get back to doing this stuff that should have ended like ages ago. Alright, that's right. Okay, mechanical bow. Baseline mechanical bow is good. It's A tier. But when the magic happens, it's when you convert it into something else, and that is when it's like A plus for the explosive one is A plus, the shockwave one is S. That's pretty obvious, I think. Cuttlefish, pretty good. A tier, I'd say. A tier is fair. Mechanical bow. No, I mean primal bow. Primal bow, I'd say, is the exact same tier as baseline mechanical bow. Flame bow, I'm actually going to put below the baseline primal bow because I don't like the fire. I'm not a big fan of fire in Fortnite, to be honest. Like, primal pistol is really bad. It's E tier. The primal rifle, on the other hand, is S tier. And the primal shotgun before the nerf was a god weapon. And it wasn't even that, even the mythic, even just the normal version, not even the mythic, like the normal version of the thing, it was god tier. Like, it would have definitely been in god tier. But now, I'd say A+, because it's still not that bad, it's just not as good. Primal SMG, again, I think that's just another good one, like A+, I'd put there. Stink bow. The stink bow is good. I want to put in S tier. Like, I feel like that's fair. Like, I don't know whether, but I don't know if it's better than the mechanical. I don't know if it's better than the explosive bow though, and that's an A+. So it could be. Do you know what? No, do you know what? I think it is. I think it is. And stinkfish are going higher than the stink bombs because they can heal you as well. So, but they're an A+. Oh, do you know what? No, they're going to have to go in there as well. They're really good. Alright, this. Have we got the org again? Alright, I don't know why we have so many orgs. Lumps of coal FF tier. It's just the. No, do you know what? Actually, they have one other use, and I'm going to give it an F tier just because you can use them to light campfires. No other reason am I giving it like anything else. Like Easter egg launcher, just the same level as thingy. The sniper, the chapter 2 bolt is pretty good. Same level as all the other like bolts and stuff, right? And the RPG, yeah, I think that's fair putting it there in like A tier or something. Right, it would help if there was another pulse rifle so I could do Sloane's pulse rifle, because that would be a god weapon. The grappler bow is something I never used, but I did think I used it once and it was pretty good. I'll give it an A tier just for that. Marksman 6 shooter looks cool, sounds cool, but it's bad, so it will be a B tier for that. Right, the pulse rifle is an S tier. Like, after the buff, it is an S tier. Like, it is good. And the railgun is also, I think, just unanimously an S tier. Like, alright, unstable bow. Unstable bow. Unstable bow was really unique. And I think it was actually pretty good. Like, it's going in A+. Like, A+, I think, is really fair for the unstable bow. Chimera ray gun is A+ as well. Like, it's pretty good. And the last gun, the recycler isn't that bad. Actually, I'd say A tier. Like, I think that's fair. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Right, I'm not doing any more of those. That took way too long. I might actually stop streaming. The next stream will be on the last day of Season 7, so live event day.